It's a gorgeous day to be out and about, and we headed to Dollar Tree to find new fall crafting items. I ran into these cute little bead garlands. I love these. I brought 3 of them home, and the first thing I want to do is remove everything from it, except for the beads, of course. But I'm going to remove all the jute string and any decor that it may have on it. Once they were completely free from anything, I'm going to start joining them using some jute string. This is white jute string, but you can use anything you have at home to join them. Once I had 2 of them joined together side by side, nice and tight, I'm going to place the other one right on top of the other 2. Then I'm going to do the same thing, tie it, joining each corner, which will be 4. So anywhere where the beads touch, you want to join them. So I'm just going to do that with some white jute string, and then we're going to take a piece of driftwood. This is just a piece of wood that was outside. I'm going to place it behind it and hot glue again where the beads touch the piece of wood. Then I'm going to take some more jute string. I'm just going to start tying them just to make sure that it's not going to go anywhere and it's going to be nice and secure. I thought I'd add a little bit more of just a little dab of hot glue right where the beads touch each other so they're not swiveling and moving back and forth. I am now going to take some ribbon. Dollar Tree has some gorgeous ribbon now for fall, and this one is absolutely stunning. I love the colors, the texture of it. It is wired, which is wonderful for bows. I'm going to make a very simple bow, which basically I just make an awareness ribbon style, scrunch in the middle, and then tie with some jute string. Then I'm just going to tie it to the neck of the stick. And then I'm going to dovetail cut the ribbon a little bit on the short side so that you can really see the beads in what will now be a nice cute pumpkin. I'm going to take some of this raffia and I'm just going to start wrapping it around my fingers, creating a multiple loop bow. Once I have it tied in the center, I'm just going to separate the loops and hot glue it to the center on top of the other bow. I'm going to add some greenery to the back of the bow. This is just going to add texture and really a fresh touch. And then to finish everything off, I want to add a cute little pumpkin. These little foam pumpkins you can find at Dollar Tree. You can use them in arrangements, but you can also remove the stick and hot glue them anywhere you want. And look how stunning this looks. This will look great in any mantle, console table, or anywhere in your home this fall. What do you think? For the next Dollar Tree DIY craft, I'm going to take this beautiful leaf, and it says grateful right on top of a faux leather piece. I'm going to remove the sticker, and it's because there's a reason for it, and I'll show you here in a minute. This little small tiny boxwood wreath, it is one that I got at Target a while back. I still had it here on hand. First thing I did was separate all the little branches and then added this beautiful ribbon. Again, another beautifully designed ribbon from Dollar Tree. I'm going to loop it towards the top of the wreath form and hot glue it in the back. Then I'm going to place the wooden piece right on top, and then anywhere where the wreath meets the wood piece, I'm just going to add a dab of glue to secure it in place. Friends, I would love to connect with you on Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest, and I have those links down below in the description box, so make sure you check it out when you're done watching. All right, so although you can leave this wreath just as is, I'm going to take it a little bit further. I'm going to take a piece of foam and hot glue it to the back of the wooden piece. This is going to allow me to be able to place some picks, some florals, and not be able to have to hot glue everything to the back. You can also staple them, but I thought adding the foam would be perfect. So I'm just going to start adding some florals here and there in the yellow and orange tones just to really fill that wreath form in. Now, again, you can leave it the way it was, but I thought it just looked gorgeous. I'm going to finish everything off adding these bright orange beads. I think they're like berries, and I love the added touch of orange that it gave. You can add this to a cabinet, to a door, or just to a wall. I love the way this one turned out. For the next Dollar Tree DIY craft, I'm going to take one of these pumpkin wreath forms from Dollar Tree. You can find these during fall pretty much every year. Then I'm going to take, to be exact, 6.5 of these nautical ropes from Dollar Tree. Now I'm going to start hot gluing it on one end, starting on the bottom, and then just threading them in and out through each part of the pumpkin. Here's the key. You want to do the opposite side of each row. So if you looped it under in one row, then you want to loop it above it on the next row. That way it alternates and you can kind of see how beautiful it's looking. All right, my friends, if you have not joined my email list, I would love for you to do so. I'm emailed once a week with upload updates as well as any new news from my business. So check it out. The link is down below when you're done watching. All right, I'm going to take some foam core and I'm just going to freehand what will be a longer stem. These little wreath forms have a stem, but they're short, and I just think for something so big, you need something larger. So I just freehanded it with a pencil on some foam core, cut it with my blade knife, and then I'm just going to hot glue it to the front of the pumpkin. Then I'm going to add some burlap fabric. Now here you can be as creative as you want. You can add nautical rope. You can add any other type of ribbon. I just thought keeping it in the neutral color would be really cute. I'm going to hot glue it and then just wrap it all the way around to the top. All right, so now it's time to add a bit of color just to give it that nice fall vibe. I'm going to take this beautiful ribbon again from Dollar Tree, make a very large bow, again loop it like an awareness ribbon, scrunch it in the middle, tie it with some jute string, and then we're going to tie it around the neck of the pumpkin, and then we are going to hot glue it just a bit so it has a little bit more of a strong hold. I'm going to do the same thing again with this beautiful, it's like a wagon wheel ribbon. It's just gorgeous. The colors are so vibrant. Same thing. Awareness ribbon, scrunch it, tie it, and then hot glue it right on top of the other bow. And even more of a Dollar Tree ribbon. These little bows come already made for you. They're so easy. I did remove the little tie from the back and added tons of hot glue and place it right on top. The layering of the ribbon, I think it's so adorable. It really adds a pop of color to this gorgeous wreath pumpkin. Let me know what you think. For this next fall craft, I'm going to show you how easy it is to make a pumpkin out of fabric or drop cloth. In this case, I'm using drop cloth. I'm going to take some stuffing from a pillow and I'm just going to place it in the center. And then I'm going to cut exactly kind of like the length that I need. Then I'm going to use that piece to create more strips. So I want this pumpkin to be very relaxed looking. It's going to be very neutral, but you can use any fabric you want. Once I had all the pieces cut in even sizes, I had a total of 4 of them. I'm going to crisscross them nice and even, and I'm going to place the pillow stuffing right in the center. Then I'm going to start wrapping it with the strips one by one, ensuring that I'm keep holding it on the top and that I am wrapping it one strip at a time. So one side, then the other side, and did that with all the strips, making sure that the entire stuffing is covered. We're going to make a very awesome and very beautiful pumpkin. It's going to be in the neutral tones, but you can use any fabric you want. I added one of these sticks from the outside, which I cut to size, and I'm just going to put it right in the center, really snug it very tightly as you tie it with some jute string or any ribbon you may want. I'm going to trim the pieces of excess fabric just so that it has a little bit more of a even look, but you can leave them just like that. I think it looked beautiful. You can add any decor, any ribbon you want to this pumpkin. Now, before I did that, I am going to just kind of tighten things a little bit with hot glue to make sure that it's not going to look flappy on me. And this is when you can have as much fun as you want, my friends. You can add ribbon, you can add florals, you can add anything you want to add color, to add texture. I just decided to add a very simple jute rope knots to it, and then I'm going to use this garland. It's wired. You can get these at Dollar Tree. I'm just going to wrap one around because it's wired. You can really make it cool. I'm just going to make a curl on each end using my fingers, and that's it. I left it nice and neutral, but again, use your creativity. I think this pumpkin is stunning. It's definitely one of my favorites from today. What do you think? This next fall craft is so easy. So you're going to take some jute string and a stitching needle, and you're just going to start threading some beads. I happen to have some white natural tone as well as some that I had stained before on hand, and I'm just going to start making my own pattern. I also have these little acorns. They're made out of foam, and you can find these at Dollar Tree currently. And I'm just going to start placing them in the pattern. So choose whatever pattern you want and any color you want as well. Again, I kept it in the neutral tones, but you can use orange and greens and even reds, it would be gorgeous, even navy blues. All right, so once I had a pattern that I liked, I'm just going to keep doing it until I have about, I want to say maybe about 20 inches long of a garland. All right, friends, so if you have not visited my Amazon store, I always have it linked down below in the description box. And if I say you got anything on Amazon, chances are it's in there. So I'd love for you to check it out. It is linked down below. All right, I'm going to take some of these pine cones from Dollar Tree. These are actually from the Christmas collection, but I'm going to use them for fall. I'm going to drill a hole very carefully right down the middle from the bottom to the top. This is so that we can thread some of the jute string and add one pine cone at the end of each side of the garland. Tell me this is not such a cute garland. I love the way it turned out. It's such an easy project. You can do yourself. You can do with a group of friends. You can even gift this. And again, if you add any colors you want, the possibilities are endless. What do you think of this one? And this is it, my friends. Let me know which one is your favorite. And I have another video here for you with tons more of Dollar Tree fall DIY crafts for you. Click on it. I'll see you later and have a blessed day. Bye.